The best wingers don't stay wide all game. They know exactly when to leave the touchline, receive between the lines, and attack the space behind the defense. In this video, we'll break down how elite wingers recognize these moments. When should a winger move between the lines? Let's start with a build-up situation from Brighton. Notice the starting positions of the left winger and the fullback, both providing width. As the center-back carries the ball forward, the fullback pushes higher to remain a passing option. If Mitoma stays wide, both players end up occupying the same space. Instead, he recognizes the moment and moves inside into the free space between the lines. That single movement attracts two defenders, the opposition right-back and central midfielder, opening the entire flank for his overlapping fullback. Now let's look at Barcelona's build-up. Watch Betis's left central midfielder. He follows his direct opponent into the center. Fermin drags him wider, and Lamine Yamal immediately recognizes the space that opens between the lines. Notice the angle of his movement. He doesn't simply run inside, he drops diagonally into the half space. Now Betis's fullback can no longer follow him because he has to protect the wide area occupied by Fermin. After receiving the ball, Yamal immediately turns forward, instantly making Barcelona's attack more dangerous. Here's another build-up example against a mid-block. Watch Girona's right winger and central midfielder. Both are focused only on their direct opponents, creating a large gap between them. Betis' left winger immediately exploits that space by moving between the lines. His fullback reacts by pushing higher, preventing Girona's right back from following the inside movement. Receiving the ball in this position gives the winger multiple attacking options while forcing the opposition to reorganize defensively. Now watch Barcola. He notices that his attacking midfielder has vacated the space between the lines. As his teammate receives deeper, he pulls the opposition's defensive midfielder out of position. Only then does Barcola attack the free space between the lines, once again opening the flank for his fullback. The key detail is his positioning. He stays between the midfield and defensive lines instead of dropping too close to the back line, giving himself the freedom to receive and turn. Another important trigger is a structural change. Højbjerg drops between the center-backs to form a back three. One center-back moves wider, while the full-back pushes high. The opposition winger stays wide, and Greenwood's teammate drags another defender away from the central area. These are perfect conditions for the winger to move between the lines while maintaining the team's attacking balance. Greenwood takes advantage of the space, receives on the front foot, and suddenly has multiple options to attack. Again, Marseille build with a back three. The fullback moves higher, but the key detail comes from the central midfielder, whose run behind the defense forces the back line to drop deeper. That creates even more space between the lines. Greenwood receives there, and thanks to the center-back stepping out, immediately attacks the space behind the defense. Excellent timing and coordinated movement lead directly to a goal from a central position. So, there are two main conditions for a winger to move inside. First, there must be free space between the lines. Second, the fullback, or another teammate, must be ready to provide width and keep the team's structure balanced. When should a winger attack the space behind the defense? Let's follow Désiré Doué. He starts in a wide position. He quickly notices that none of his teammates are occupying the space between the lines. First, he moves inside and signals to his fullback to push forward. Then, as even more space opens centrally, he adjusts his position again, attracting the attention of the opposition center-back. After the switch of play, Nuno Mendes receives with plenty of time and space. That's the trigger. The winger immediately attacks the space behind the defense. Here, Rashford also begins from a wide position before moving inside. The striker drops deeper, drawing the center-back with him. Rashford instantly recognizes the gap that appears in the defensive line and attacks the space behind it. In this situation, Betis's left winger receives between the lines. After the pass into the striker, his central teammate moves wide. That role change means the winger must react. Instead of staying in place, he makes a central run beyond the striker, exactly as a midfielder would in this situation. Attacking the space behind the defense isn't only effective after moving inside. You can do it directly from a wide position as well. The key triggers are simple. Your teammate has time on the ball, they're facing your direction, they can see your run, and there's either space behind the defense or a gap between defenders. Exactly like in this goal from Barcola. Watch Barcola's run. The defensive line is high. His teammate is ready to play the pass. But pay close attention to the shape of the defensive line. The two center backs are positioned higher than the right fullback, leaving them completely unaware of Barcola's movement. He attacks the gap between the fullback and the center back, arriving directly into the central channel. Let's recap. Move between the lines when there's free space and your fullback is ready to provide width. Most movements inside should be diagonal rather than straight toward the center. If there's no pressure behind you, try to receive on the front foot. Constantly communicate with your nearest teammates. Even after moving inside, always be ready to attack the space behind the defense. If you'd like to learn more about playing as a winger or any other position, check out the link in the description to explore our complete tactical development course. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and let us know which position you'd like us to analyze next.